Hello students, hope everyone is fine and doing well. So as we are discussing about the relations and function chapters, last class we discussed about the equivalence relation. To be a equivalence relation, it has to be reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Now in today's class, we are going to discuss about the types of functions. So before we go to the definitions of types of functions or what are the types we have, just recall the class 11 topics 1. So what is function and how we decide by the given question whether it is a function or not. All those things, just recall it. A relation f from a set A to set B is said to be a function if every element of set A has one and only one image in set B. Okay, that means if I say function f is from A to B, then every element of A must have an image and that image has to be unique. Okay, so here two things are there. If I say R is a function from A to B is a function if it satisfies the following two conditions. Here they are given in the single line. Let's see what are the two things to be satisfied so that I can call a relation is a function. First thing is every element of A must have an image. Every element of A means whatever the first set you have here, in this set every element must have a mapping with the elements of B. There should not be any element left out in A without mapping. And that mapping, second point is image of every element must be unique. That means the elements of A, first point says elements of A must have an image, and the second point says that image has to be unique. What do you mean unique? Any one element or two elements or three elements of A cannot have more than one image from set B. Okay, so take an example to understand which of the following are functions. For example, first thing I have to see is that it is a function, f is a function. I mean, if I say P to Q, first I check every element of P has an image or not, first thing, and is that image is unique or not. For example, 1 has an image as 10, 2 has an image as 6, then 3 has an image as 9, 4 has an image as 7, 5 has an image as 8. So I have taken the randomly images. There might be some relation which defines this one. Okay, so every element has a unique image because one is mapping with only 10. For example, if I say, if I draw a line from 1 to maybe some 8. Now what it is, one has a map image as 10 and one also has an image as 8. So one has two images. So that is not the definition of the function. Definition of the function talk about the uniqueness of the image. Okay, so that's why it cannot be a function if one element or more than one element has more than one image. Okay, so this is a function because every element of P has an image. 1 has image, 2 has image, 3 has image, 4 and 5. Each and every element has image. If there are infinite elements, then infinite elements must have an image with the set Q. Okay, and each element has unique image, so it is a function. Let's go to the second example. You see here, if I look into the every element of P, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, each and every element has an image. But the only problem, first point of the definition is clear. Every element of A must have an image. So here every element has an image. But what is the second point talk about? That image has to be unique. As I said, one has an image with 8 and one has an image as 10. So that means from set P, the element 1 has two images. So it violates the proper second definition, or maybe you can say second point from here. It's not following the uniqueness. It has more than one image. So hence it is not a function. So that's why I mentioned here, not a function. If I go to the third one, you see here 1 has image, 3 has image, 4 has image, 5 has image, But if we see the number 2, 2 has no mapping with the elements of Q. So it violates the first point. Every element of P must has an image, but here 2 belongs to P, but 2 has no image with the elements of Q. So hence it is not a function. So in the above example, it violating the second point. It's not uniqueness. One has more than one image, and here it violates the first point. A 2 has no image, so that's why this is also not a function. Now if I come to this one, is 1 has an image, yes, 10, 2 has an image, yes, 10, 3 has an image, 10, 4 has image, 10, 5 has also has image, 10. Now what do you say? Is it a function? Yes, as I have written here, it is a function. Okay, now you may have a doubt. So how come all the elements has only one image? So how can it be a function? Okay, so this is where you have to understand the definition of a function very clearly. The definition of a function talk about the first set A. You see, every element of A must have an image, and image of every element must be unique. The definition of the function is defined based on the set A. Okay, not based on the set B. Is that clear? So function means here what happens. Now you see every element has an image, right? 1 has, 2 has, 3 has, 4 has, and 5 also has image. Is 1 has 2 different images? No. Is 2 has different images? No. 3 has more than one image? No. 4 has more than one image? No. 5 has more than one image? No. So it satisfies both the conditions. Here there are some elements which has not mapped by any elements of P, like 6, 7, 8, 9. These elements are not mapped, and here 10 is having the mapped by all the elements of P. Okay, but your definition has not included anything about the set Q. Is that clear? Okay, so if it is a function, then I have to see every element of the, if it is a function from P to Q, then I have to see every element of P has an image, yes. Then if that image is unique, yes, then it is a function. So don't worry about the elements of Q when I define a function. So this is already we studied in class 11, what is function, how to decide it is a function or not. Now as we discussed type of the function, there are two types of functions, one function and onto function. Okay, so here name itself has one function. Okay, so what is definition says a function f from x to y is defined to be a 1 or injective. So we have two names, 1 function or injective function. So they may use any name in the exam. So when is in the 1 function, when I want to say it is a 1 function, first of all it has to be a function. Then I can bifurcate whether it is a 1 or 2 or not. Okay. If it is not a function, there is no word 1 function or onto function. Okay. So that's why a function definition starts like this only. A function f from x to y is defined to be 1 or injective if the images of distinct elements of x under f are distinct. If I want to say it is a 1 function, any function is to be called as 1 function. Distinct elements of x must have distinct images. Okay. Now what is onto function? A function f from x to y is said to be onto or surjective. So onto function is also first of all it has to be a function. It is also a function. Then only I can say whether it is 1 or onto. If it is 1, distinct elements of x must have distinct images. If it is onto, if every element of y, if you remember, now the definition of onto is based on the set y, second set. 1 is defined on x, now onto is defined on y. if you want to say it is an onto function, every element of y must be mapped by the elements of x under the function f. That is, for every y belongs to y, if y is an element of y, there must be an element x in x such that f of x equals to y. I hope you have not understood the definition. Let's go back to the example. You see the first one, distinct, as I said, it is a function. Let me write here. It is a function. Okay, so if it is a function, then I have to decide whether it is a 1, 1 or distinct elements of P must have distinct images. That means none of the elements from here must map to any single element. Like 1 has a distinct element as 10, 2 has distinct element as 6, 3 has distinct element as 9, 4 has distinct image as 7, and 5 has image as 8. None of the elements from P are mapping to any single element or any two elements. Okay, so I can say it is a 1, 1 function. What cannot be a now you come back here. You see, distinct elements, 1 is different, 2 is different, 3 is different, 4 is different, 5 is different. So here all are distinct elements. Do you think all these distinct elements have distinct images? No. Okay, all the elements of P has the same image. The image is not distinct, not different. All the elements of P has the same image. So it is a function, but it is not 1, 1. Is that clear? It is a function, but it is not 1, 1. Because distinct elements have same image. But in the question number 1, distinct elements have distinct images. Okay. Hope now the difference is clear. What do you mean by distinct element must have distinct images? Okay. Here also, if I insert, for example, like 2 is mapping with maybe some 10. Okay. Now see here, every element is having a map image, and none of the elements have the two images, so it is a function now. It is a function. But can I say whether this is a 1, 1 function? No. Why? Because here the number 1 and number 2 both are two different elements of P, but two different are having the same image. They do not have distinct images. Okay. So like this, as I said, here in this example, all the elements are mapping to a single element. That means distinct elements have the same image. Here 1 and 2 are mapping to 10. Rest all other elements are mapping to different elements. But still, even if one pair of numbers have the same image, then it cannot be a 1, 1 function. So this is what the meaning of 1, 1 function. Now when I come to onto function, as I said, onto function is defined on Q. Am I right? Onto function is defined on Q. What it says? Every element in the set Q must be mapped by the elements of P. You see here, 6 is there, but 6 is not the any element of image of any element of P. Okay, so hence it is not a onto function. Now here also there are 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 4 numbers which has not mapped by any elements of P. So hence it is not a 1, 1 function. Sorry, onto function. Okay, anyhow, this is not neither 1, 1 nor onto. Why it is not 1, 1? Because distinct elements have same image. Why it is not onto? Because there are some elements of Q whose are not mapped by any elements of P. Okay, so even if it is a function, it is neither on1 nor on2. So one more question, something like give an example of a function which is neither on1 nor on2. It has to be a function, but it cannot be on1 and it cannot be on2. So this is an example. It is a function, but it is neither on1 nor on2. Or they may ask you the question, let me put some element can be retrieved here. Yeah, so let me replace here. Yeah, so what do you say? This is a function because every element of P has an image and that image is unique. Now we have to check whether it is on1 or not. Distinct elements of P has distinct elements, images, you can say instead of elements, images. Yes, it is a on1 function, but I cannot say it is a on2 function. Why it is not an on2 function? Because there is an element 6 which has not mapped by any elements of P. So hence it is not a on2 function. So you can say this is an example of a function which is on1 but not on2. Okay. Now if they ask you give an example of a function which is not on1 but it is on2. So what do you say? So think of it. Okay. I hope the definition of on1 and on2 functions are clear. See, these two examples will help you to understand what is the difference of the definition of a function and the definition of a on1 function. Here, it is not a function, this second example, because one has more than one image. Am I clear? One has more than one image. So hence that's why I call it, it is not a function. And here, it is not on1 function. Sorry, it is not on1 function. It is a function, but it is not on1. Why? Because two different elements are mapping to same number. Is that clear? The difference of here, one is mapping to two different numbers. One is belongs to P, is mapping to two different elements of Q. That's why I said it is not a function. But here, two different elements of P, that is 1 and 2, are mapping to the same element of Q. So that's why I say it is a function but not on1. Is that clear? So we'll come back to the, now the question arises, for every question do I need to draw the diagram to decide whether it is a on1 or on2? No, there is the algebraic way to solve it. Here before that there are few more examples. You have to decide which are the on1 functions and which are on2 functions and which are before this one more here. Now you have to decide whether it is on1 function. First of all, it is a function or not. Yes, these all are the functions, let me say. Now you have to say whether it is a on1 or not. F1, example 1, every element has an image because it is a function and each image is unique. One has unique image as A, 2 has unique image as B, 3 has unique image as D, and 4 unique image is C. Distinct element has distinct images. So hence it is a on1 function. Can I say it is a on2 function? No. Yes. No. Yes. No. It is not a on2 function because E and F are not mapped by any elements of the first set x1. So hence it is not onto. Onto function is defined from here to here. Now what do you say about F2? F2 is not on1 function because two distinct elements, element 1 and element 2 has the same image as B. 1 comma B, 2 comma B. Element 1 and 2 are different, but the image is same. Hence, it is not a on1 function. Is it a onto function? No, because the element A, E, F are not mapped. So it is not a onto, neither 1 1 nor onto. What about F3? F3 also not a 1 1 function. F3 is not 1 1 function because number 1 and number 2 both are mapping to A only. So hence two distinct elements has same image, so it is not a 1 1 function. Now look here, fourth example. 1 is mapping to B, 2 is mapping to C, 3 is mapping to A, 4 is mapping to D. Distinct element has distinct images. Yes, so it is 1 1. And what you say here in the set X4, all the elements are mapped. F A is mapped, B is mapped, C is mapped, and D is also mapped. Hence, every element of X4 is mapped by some of the elements of X1. So, hence it is a onto function. So, this is the example which is 1 1 as well as onto function. So, we discussed about 1 1 function, we discussed about onto function. Now, there is a bisective function, third type. This is easier. When you say if a function is 1 1 and onto, like this here example 4, this is 1 1 as well as onto, both are satisfied. So such functions are called bisective functions. If a function is 1 1 and onto, then it is a bisective function. So these bisective functions, we are going to study more about these bisective functions regarding how to find the inverse of a function. Okay, maybe after a few classes. So let's take another example to decide. Prove that the function f defined from n to n, natural number to natural number, given by f of x equals to 2x is 1 1 but not onto. Okay, that is what they said. Sorry, here. So if I want to use it by diagrammatically, what it says, f of x equals to 2x. If I take x value is 1, f of 1 is 2. If I take x value is 2, f of 2 is 4. That means 1 is mapping to 2, 2 will be mapped to, let me take the line. Here 1 will match to 2. Then again, what happens? If I take x value is 2, 2 will match to 3 or 2 will match to 4? 2 match to 4 because 2 times 2 to the 4. And if I take 3, what do you say? 3 maps to 4, 5 or 6. 3 maps to 6, right? Because 3 to the 6. What do you say about 4? 4 is mapping to 8. Then 5 is mapping to 10. 6 is mapping to 12. So like this, can I conclude every element of first set must have an image, because whatever the element you take here, any number, natural number you take, and corresponding image will be here, because 2 times of a natural number is again a natural number only, right? If x is a natural number, 2 into x is also a natural number. That's why a function is defined from n to n. That means natural number to natural number. So here 1 is mapping to 2, 2 is mapping to 4, 4 is mapping to 6. Sorry, 3 is mapping to 6, 4 is mapping to 8, 5 maps to 10, 6 will maps to 12, and it continues. So every element of first set have an image, and that image is unique. Am I right? That image is unique. Hence, it is a 1 1. Now, I have to say why it is not a 1 onto function. Because if you observe the second set here carefully, only even numbers are mapped. None of the odd numbers is mapped by any elements of the first set. 1 is not mapped, 3 is not mapped, 5 is not mapped, 7 is not mapped, then 9 has no image mapped. That means there are infinite numbers which are not mapped by the first from the set elements of the first set. So that's why it is not a onto. Even if a single element is there, then obviously it cannot be onto, but here we have infinite number of elements. which has not mapped, so hence it is not onto function. So if I use the diagrammatical way, I have to draw the diagram like this, then you have to write the conclusion steps. Now I know it is if I say natural number to natural number, that's you draw the diagram. If I say real number to real number here, what you do? Drawing the diagram is difficult, right? So we have the another method to prove it. Now to prove it is one function, there is a standard procedure. If I want to prove any function is one function, take f of x1 equals to f of x2. F of x1, f of x2 means x1, x2 are coming from the first set. x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6 and so on. And f of x1 is this one. If I take x1 value is 1, then f of x1 value is 2. If x2 value is 2, then f of x2 value is 4. If x3 value is 3, then f of x3 value is 6. Okay. You can say f of x or y1, y2, y3 and so on. You can use any word. F of x1 equals to f of x2. What I am taking here, two images are equal. Two images are equal means now f of x1 equals to f of x2. What is f of x is given? F of x is 2x. Now if I have f of x1, then I'll get 2x1, 2x1 will be equals to, now f of x2 means 2x2. Am I? F of x1. 2 times of x1 equals to 2 times of x2. Now if I cancel 2 on both the sides, what do you get? You get x1 equals to, this has to be x2. Am I? 2 will get cancelled, then you have x1 equals to x2. So what I proved here is, if there are any two images means here there are two images which are equal. If two images are equal, I have considered here, then I proved, then the corresponding elements are also equal. If I am able to prove this one, then it is a 1-1. Here you can write f is 1-1 function. Okay, therefore f is 1-1 function. If you are not able to prove images are equal, here what I have taken is images are equal, then the corresponding elements are also equal. That's what I proved. Okay, if I take f of x1 equals to f of x2, that is images are equal, and I cannot prove here that elements are equal if I fail to prove it. Okay, that means what it says that elements are different but its images are equal. Elements are different and its images are equal, hence it cannot be a 1-1 function. Okay, so that's the logic I am using here. Now if I want to prove that onto function, f of x equals to onto function, you take y equals to f of x equals to, it is given as 2x. Okay, so you have y equals to 2x, then I can write y upon 2 equals to x. Am I right? Y upon 2 equals to x. So that means what I have to say, prove here now, how can I say conclude that it is onto function? Yeah, x equals to y upon 2. So if I take different values of y, so where do you take values of y? From the second set here. If I take different values of y, then the corresponding x value, if I take different values of y here and substitute, then I'll get different values of x. So where x value is coming from? X value is coming from here, right? So let me see whether it is possible or not. For example, let y equals to maybe 3. Then what do you get? X equals to 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is, maybe if you want to convert, 1.5. If y value is 3, Y value is 3, can I take? That also you have to check. Is the value Y can be 3 or not? As I said, Y values all will come from the second state. Y value is 3, 3 is a natural number, right? So Y value 3 can be possible. If I take Y value 3, then I got X value is 1.5. So where X values comes from? X values comes from here. Do you think 1.5 belongs to this state? 1.5 does not belong to natural number. So that means there is a Y value I find out, but there is no corresponding X value. Understood? Hence, it is not onto. You can take any value. Y value you can take 1. You can take Y value is 5. So that you have to think about the question and answer at that particular moment. What value I have to consider. Is that clear? So you take any odd number, Y value, the corresponding X value you won't get it. But now let me discuss about the same question. If it is from real numbers to real number instead of n to n, if you want, let me write here. Control B, control underline. What I define is f is a function from R to R, real numbers to real number. The same question I am solving, and if you want, let me write f of x equals to 2x. Am I right? But here I change the domain and range. Now what happens? Here also I have to consider f of x1 equals to f of x2. The process remains same. F of x1 equals to f of x2. Then here I will get same. F of x1 means 2x1 equals to 2x2. That is also same. Then x1 equals to x2. You will get same here also because 2 will get cancelled. Here also this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So I will get x1 equals to x2. Okay. So that means even if it is a real number, the process remains same. It is 1 function. So here I concluded that f is a 1 Now come to the onto function. Okay. So to proving the 1 function, I didn't face any difficulty. Whether it is a natural number or real number, both remain same. Now come to the natural number. Onto function. Here onto function also I have y equals to f of x equals to 2x. Then I'll get y by x equals to y by 2. That is also true. Now you take y value. Here y value comes from real numbers. Here instead of n to n, here I have r to r because the function is defined from r to r. So now y value is coming from this real number, second set. So y equals to 3 if I consider. Y equals to 3 if I consider. Am I right? So 3 is a real number. Agree? Yes. Then what do you get x value? X equals to, again I'll get it as 1.5. If x equals to 1.5, so x value is coming from the first set. Do you think 1.5 is a real number? Yes, 1.5 is a real number. 3 by 2 is a real number. Real number has all the decimal values, fractional values, irrational numbers, everything. So 1.5 is a real number. That means you take any y value, any real number value, the corresponding x value will always be again a real number only. Okay, so then in case I can say it is a onto function. Understood? So if my function is defined from R to R, then f of x equals to 2x is both 1 and onto. Both the definitions are satisfied. But if the function is defined from n to n, it is 1 but not a onto function. Are you getting how the things are working, how the things are changing? So even the what you can say from this example, by taking R to R, I want to conclude that the definition of the function is also based on the domain. Function is defining on which set, what set. Is that clear? So it is not onto because I removed that real numbers to real number. I kept that solution. So this is the one of the way to prove that the function is 1 1 or on 2 or not. Okay, now let me take another example. Check the function f is defined from z to z, integer to integer, given by f of x equals to x square is 1 1 and on 2. Okay, so we have to conclude whether it is a 1 1 or on 2 function or not. So as usual, to prove 1 1 function, I take f of x1 equals to f of x2. F of x1 means, let me insert the function here. Insert equation, where it is one. Just a minute. F of x1 equals to x2 means, then I'll get it as, as I said, inserting the equations will be just a minute. F of x is defined as f of x equals to x square, right? So can anyone guess what will be the f of x1? So it will be x1 square. X1 square will be equals to, it will be x2 square. Am I right? X1 square equals to x2 square. Now, so can I cancel exponents? 2 will get cancelled, the powers. Then I'll get x1 equals to x2. Is that true? Can I cancel the exponents like that? No, you cannot cancel. X1 square equals to x2 square. So then what you have is, look here, x1 square. Now my question was what I asked. Can I cancel that both the powers and conclude that x1 equals to x2? You cannot conclude because I'll say what is the reason. If I take, do you have equation C in the head? For example, yes. If I take maybe 2 square, what is 2 square value? Can I say 2 square equals to, yeah, let me put this way, you'll understand it more clearly. 2 square equals to 2 square, both are correct. Do you agree? Now let me put another way also. Is this also true? 2 square equals to minus 2 square. Agree or not? Or maybe I can put here so that I can conclude this way. Both are okay, but for convenient way. 2 square is equals to 2 square. Minus 2 whole square is also equals to 2 square. So what you can say here, this is equals to 4, and here also you will get equals to 4. Now what you can conclude, even if I take plus 2 whole square, that is mappings to 4. Even if I take minus 2 whole square, that is also mappings to 4. So here what you can say is, so you cannot simply cancel the exponents. 2 will get cancelled, so I can say that x1 equals to x2. That is wrong. Here x1 will be equals to plus or minus x2. Okay, x1 equals to plus or minus x2. Okay, so that means like here, if I take this value is x1 is 2, then x2 is plus 2, and if I take x1 is 2, then x2 value also can be minus 2. Okay, so here plus 2 whole square, and this will be minus 2 whole square. Even if x1 remain, here 2 square, here also x1 remain 2 only. Both the cases x1 remains same, but x2 here it is become +2 and here it is becoming -2. So cancelling here both the exponents and writing x1 equals to x2 is wrong. Maybe in the lower classes, 10th or class 9th or somewhere, you might have written while finding the speed, distance and all, because speed, distance, time, these things cannot be negative. That's why we used to ignore them. But now we cannot ignore that. So hence x1 equals, here images are equal, I consider, then I proved their elements are not equal. So what here you can say is, this will be x1 equals to x2. Can I put like this? x1 equals to x2 and x1 equals to x1 only. So both the cases, not x1, this is x2, x1 equals to x2 and x1 equals to minus x2. So both the ways, so x1 is elements are same, two distinct elements are mapping to same image. So that's why it is not a 1-1 function. Like you can say simply, instead of you are not understanding, 3 will match to 9, -3 is also match to 9, 5 match to 25, -5 also match to 25. So two distinct elements are having the same image. That's why it cannot be a 1-1 function. Now what about onto function? Now how do I solve it? Y equals to f of x equals to, what is f of x function is given to us? X square, right? X square. Then if I want to find x value, in the question onto function, y equals to f of x equals to x square. Now y equals to some function in terms of x. Now what I do in the next step is I convert this x equals to some function in y. So y equals to x square, then I can write as x equals to plus or minus root y. Yes, plus or minus root y. Now what I have to see, I have to check if I consider any value of y, there must be a corresponding x. Now here function is defined from z to z, so y has to be an integer and x also has to be an integer. So for example, let me take if y equals to -2, then what do you get x value? Let me put here y value I taken as -2, so I'll get under root -2. Do you think under root -2 is a integer? Under root of negative terms in the real number system is not defined. In a complex number system, yes, we did it. But x equals to under root of -2 is not possible. It's not an integer, right? So even I consider y as an integer as -2, but I could not be able to find the corresponding x value as an integer. Not only this, you take x is -1, x is -5, or y is -1, y is -5. Even you take y is +5. If y equals to 5, the next value is under root 5. Under root 5 is not an integer. So hence it is not a onto function. Clear? So how to decide? If y function is defined from z to z, that means y value has to be an integer. So whatever the example you are considering here, that has to be an integer y value, and the corresponding x value which you get, that also has to be an integer. If it is not an integer, then it is not a onto function. Is that clear? So these all are about the 1-1 function, onto function, and how we prove the examples as 1-1 and onto function. Sorry, where is this PDF file? Let me show you the exercise. I hope everyone completed the first exercise, because now second exercise is also ready for you to solve it. So it is taking time to open. Yeah. Let me show you one. So what is this second exercise talking about? Yeah, these are the things which you have. Like if I want f of x equals to 1 by x, that is the function is given. We have to prove that it is defined from r star to r star, where r star is a set of all non-zero real numbers. Non-zero real numbers means here x value or y value cannot be 0. Other than 0, rest all the real numbers you can consider. So to prove it is a 1-1 function, what I do, f of x1 equals to f of x2, that is 1 by x1 equals to 1 by x2. If 1 by x1 equals to 1 by x2, if I take the reciprocal on both the sides, I will get x1 equals to x2. It is a 1-1. To prove it is onto function, I will take y equals to 1 by x, then x equals to 1 by y. So whatever the y value you take, so for example, if I take y value is 2, then x value will be 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is a real number. X is a real number. So that's why it can, any y value you take, you will get the corresponding x value. So hence it is a 1-1 onto function. So like this, here they are given f is defined from natural number to natural number by f of x equals to x cube. So whatever the natural number you take from here, 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125, 6 cube is 216. So like this, any natural number you take, the cube of that natural number is again a natural number. So hence it is a 1-1 function. Every element of first set must have an image, but it cannot be onto function because 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8. So 1 is mapping with 1 and then 2 is mapping with 8. Between 1 to 8 in the second set, there are 6 numbers are missing. Those have no image because 2 cannot be the cube of any number. 4 cannot be the cube of any natural number. 5 cannot be the cube of any natural number. So they never be mapped. That's why it cannot be onto function. Now here it is given greatest integer function. I hope everybody remember greatest integer function from 0 to the number just before 1. Now that means 0 to 0.9999 ... All these numbers will map to 0 only. Then from starting from 1 till 1.9999 ... all these numbers will map to 1. So there are infinite numbers from 0 to 1. If I consider in the interval, there are infinite numbers. All these infinite numbers are mapping to 0 only. And from 1 to 2, there are infinite numbers. All these infinite numbers will map to 1 only. So there are infinite numbers are having the same image. So that's why it cannot be 1-1 function. Neither it cannot be onto function. Because in the second set, if you observe, only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are mapping. If I take 0.5 in the second, in this set, because f is defined from R to R, right? If I take 0.5 from the second set, 0.5 is not the value of any of the number, because in this set, 0 to from number 0 till 0.999, all are mapping to 0 only. So how come 0.1 or 0.2 or 0.3 from this set will be mapped? So that's why it's neither 1-1 or onto. So like this, there are so many questions. Maybe Saturday we have a test. After that we'll discuss the exam, exercise and all. Okay. So complete this till 1.2 exercise and we will discuss the doubt clarification class one day. Thank you. Have a nice day.